What's good, everybody? It's your boy Evil Genius, and we are back with another video. And we're talking about the Outlast Trials. It's gonna be a short video because it was a short preview, but I was actually pretty impressed of what I got from the Outlast Trials playtest that we got to do. We got to play one map, and it was absolutely amazing. There was a few things that we had to go over, but let's hop into it. Oh yeah, so another thing before we get into it, I did have notes for this video, but they got wiped out. So I'm just kind of freestyling off of the things I said, and I obviously remember all the stuff that was happening. So yeah, I'll be fine. Let's get into it. Anyways, so Outlast Trials that differentiates itself completely different from the other Outlast series. As you know, the first and second installments were solo games, and Outlast Trials is a 4-player co-op game. And I only got to play this with me and my friends, so 2 people in total. And it's funny because I completely forgot that this game was 4-player until up until recording this video, because now that I think about it being 4-player, it's gonna be even more dope when you get to play this with 4 people. So if you guys don't know this game, you get to have abilities in this game, and you have to work together to complete a sequence of missions. The first mission, nonetheless, you had to kill a snitch, and I won't be going too much into the details of the actual mission because I just want to give the overview of what you can expect, or what my impressions from this Outlast playthrough was. Nonetheless, the first mission, you had to go kill a snitch, and you had to do quite a few things to go kill this snitch, and it was very dope because, like I said, you have abilities in this, and everybody has different rigs. And so I went with the rig called the X-ray rig, while my friend went with like this healer rig that came in handy because I played on the hardest difficulty which was available. Because if you guys don't know, I play all my games on the hardest difficulty. Don't ask me why. Nonetheless, the abilities seemed pretty dope. It seemed that you will be eventually able to upgrade the abilities once the full game releases, and it looks like you can modify and make them stronger in different areas. They were locked, and I think that was just because of the actual beta. So when the game comes out, you'll be able to modify these abilities and get stronger. It reminded me of a reminiscent of a DBD type of style game, and that made it really interesting. And thinking about how you'll be able to work together and have different rigs, I'm very intrigued in seeing how Red Barrels will be able to integrate all these different abilities into the game, with one person doing one set of things and all of it. Just wonder how it blended, because I am very interested in how this will work. Nonetheless, the atmosphere was absolutely amazing. The map was amazing, going through the cell, going through the jail, everything about it, very creepy vibes. Now, there was a my thought process about everything. It was that it was scary the first time I played. It was scary the second time I played, but I hope that it still has that fear factor, even though you play through multiple times. Now I do see, if you play this a lot, when this game releases, if you see yourself playing this game a lot, then you're eventually gonna lose that scare factor. But I think it will stay for quite a bit if you're not playing this game a lot, and also if you're rotating the maps, because we only got to play one map in this playthrough, obviously. But if there's like 4 or 3 maps and you're having to rotate through them, I think that scare factor still stays there, and hopefully it just maintains, because it's still Outlast at the end of the day. But nonetheless, back to my main point, this was absolutely scary going through. The first time I soloed it, and man, it was absolutely terrifying. People were jumping out the boxes. I was not having it. All right. Nonetheless, I was super happy of what I saw. Like, once again, it did reminded me. Speaking of Saw, right? It did remind me of a Saw game, like the classic Saw games with the puzzles and having to do certain objectives. And I wonder if they took some uh some inspiration from the original Saw games, because this mission, like I said, you had to execute the snitch, And I don't want to spoil too much because some people may have not played it, but you had to find these keys in one of the parts of it. And it reminded me like the classic Saw games because and if you played the Saw games, you had to find the keys, you had to do the little puzzles, and it just reminded me of like a fresh new Saw game. I know a lot of people have compared this to like DVD and like a few other games, but this reminded me of, yeah, DVD in some areas, but just a really modernized Saw game. Once again, like, it was super dope to see. Another thing in this game, there is a hub area where you do get to come back into the central area. There is customization of your own character, and it's pretty cool because you could see that there is a store. Once you obtain credits from beating the actual mission yourself, you can buy customization items from for your character and make your character look nice, and with some clothes having different rarities but still fitting the actual style of the game. So even though it was a high rarity clothing piece, it looked dope, but it still looked worn down. It didn't look like the freshest gear, so you're not sticking out like a sore thumb, and it makes that immersion break in that sort of way. It actually had that nice customization, so even though I had like some cool piece on, I still look like a bum at the end of the day, just like anybody else. There was also this arm wrestling thing in this game. It was absolutely funny. I'll probably put a small clip in here about me arm wrestling my friend, but I was absolutely loving the arm wrestling. It damn near was like the actual absolute bomb of content in this game was the arm wrestling for some reason, but it was pretty fun. But anyways, the hub area is where you kind of return after the missions. It seems like you'll be able to tie these things into after a mission. Maybe there's some information you'll be able to find in this hub itself and a few other things. It just seemed like the hub was very important. Now, apparently, you might also see some returning characters from the original Outlast games. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. But anyways, this is just a small wrap up of what we got from the Outlast playtest. Let me know what you guys think. And I appreciate everybody that's been showing love on the YouTube channel lately. It's been absolutely amazing. I got some more videos for you guys, and I got a lot of content for you guys. Just just a bunch of content. I'm a little behind. Give me a bit, but we're back and we're gonna be uploading videos. I'm trying to upload twice a week. Don't hold me to it though, but I'm trying to go for twice a week and do some game reviews, some gaming news. Let me know what else y'all would like to see on the channel that would fit the channel. Anyways, my name is Evil Genius. Subscribe and like if you're new, and I'm out of here. Peace.